Okay, so boom, I'm calling this story Eyes Couldn't See. Now, I know a lot of y'all would agree that one of the tricks of the enemy is to keep letting you get away with small stuff. That way, by the time you really get knocked upside your head with a big consequence, the only thing you doing is sitting and realize you didn't see all the signs of you had chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. Now, I know a lot of people that I done looked at like, man, why she keep, and they ain't never, I'm talking about they ain't even never got a smack on the wrist, but then when it hit, it hit. I was also kind of similar to that. First time I got locked up, 5 months. Second time, 10 months. Third time, a year. In my mind at that point, it's just little stuff. I'm just still getting in trouble. Then the most high, boom, I end up with a 10-piece. Got to sit down for a long time. Now, there's a lot of people who don't even realize it's just a lot of grace and a lot of mercy going on. But in your mind, people continue to do what work for them. People constantly stepping in and saving you. People constantly stepping in and helping you. Things constantly working out in your favor where it look like, man, I'm good. I get another run. And then you jump right back into a similar cycle, doing similar things. And then over time, you ain't realizing the big kaboom when it hit you, you sitting down and you mad and you blaming the Most High. So I had just got through working out, right? I'm walking this white boy, little Johnny. Johnny saying, hey, Joe T, man, you got a second, man? Man, step in the cell with me real quick. I said, yo, what's up, John? I go over to the cell, walk in, man, bless this cell, close the door, boom. He said, man, hey, look, man, I'm really trying to get something off, man. I got some debts and stuff I need to pay. If you can, if you can't, it's cool. I was like, man, what you trying to do? So look, he reached under his bunk. Now, under the bunk, you got the part right here, then it go up, then you got the bunk up under, right? So you got a little crease where you can really tuck something under there. He done took the little square mirror that a lot of people get in the penitentiary. If you don't know what the little square mirror is with the magnet on the back, let me know you ain't never been to the penitentiary. You ain't never been to the penitentiary. I advise you to never go to the penitentiary. But he done took a couple of them mirrors and took the magnet off the back of them, and he done put the magnets together somehow. He done taped them all together. That way he could put it on the knife and he could put it under the bunk. So he reached under the bunk. I heard it unlatch. And he showed me the knife, and it's got a little curve on it, like he can hit you like this here with the. I said, nah, I don't need no hook. I'm good, little Johnny. Man, Joe T, man, I'm really trying to go ahead and either get this off, and he snap it back under there, right? I said, but if you can, though, make me a couple of the magnets like that. I like that little magnet, you know what I'm saying? I can. Man, Joe T, I can't really get no money for nothing like that, man. I do that for you for free, man. I just try and get some of these dudes off my back. You know how these dudes get in here, man, like they don't understand. You know, your people give you their word, man, and then I know I gave you my word, and I'll do what I have to do in here, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to live off the land real, and I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? But if there's anything I can do for you at that point, I walk in the cell, man, bless this cell, close the door, boom. Johnny said, hold on, hey, Eyes, man, what you doing, man? Stepping in my cell like that, I ain't tell you. Man, he was like, man, I need to get up with you on some business, man. Joe T, me, you'll sit back real quick, let me holler, dude. Man, Johnny, Eyes, man, I'm talking to Joe T right now, bro. Don't be walking in my cell disrespecting me like that, man. Step on up out of my cell, bro. I don't care what you have to holler me on. I don't got no business with you, man. I'm talking to Joe T right now. So at that point, I'm like, hey, man, I ain't trying to be, man, Joe T, man, you're cool, man. Hey, I say, man, I'm here on business, man. Excuse me real quick, Joe T. He stepped around me. Whole time in my mind, I know for a fact I just seen a hook, and it's over with. You don't know what this man got going on. He done told me that he owe people, you know what I'm saying? He tried to get these folks off his back, and you don't never know what's going on with a man. You done stepped into this situation like that, probably because you think he's some pushover white boy. So when he stepped around me, I stepped back, right, going toward the door. Look, Johnny say, hey, man, I'm going to say it one more time. Eyes. Come on up out my cell, bro. What are you doing? Then Eyes bust out and say, man, you owe such and such. Man, he told me, man, he doubling up on you. He need that today. So at that point, I'm getting ready to go on. Johnny said, hold on, Joe T, man. Hold on. Hey, Eyes, I'll holler at you in a minute, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. Step out of my cell. So I'm getting ready to step. Eyes done grab this man. Boom. I closed the door back up. Boom. I turned around. He done grabbed this man, roughed him down on the bed. And I see little Johnny, man, hey, bro, get your hands up off me at this point. He, man, you need to go on, man, for real, man, I need that. Whatever. And he jumped, and man, little Johnny, get the up under the bed. I said, hey, hold on. I said, man, hey, come on, get up off of him. Man, hold on, get up off me, Joe T, bro. Get up off me. I said, man, come on up off of him. I said, look, John, I go, he was like, man, hey, for real, hey, get your hands up off me, Joe T. I said, man, come on up out the cell, bro, man, you tripping. Man, I don't care nothing about that, man. Man, I don't care nothing about that. He old cuz told me come get that debt. He need to pay cuz today and this and that. I said, man, come on up out. I said, John, I'll be back. Let me get dude up out. Man, Joe T, watch out, man. I popped it over. Man, come on up out this man's cell, man. So we walk out the cell. I said, man, hey, I closed the door. Boom. I said, man, you finna get yourself took out in there. Man, what you mean, Joe T? He ain't talking about nothing. I said, man, the man got a knife in there up under his bed, bro. I said, man, you tripping. Man, I don't care nothing about none of that. Really, I shouldn't even told him that. But I'm just letting, man, you don't even know. I just got through the man the man finna stab you in there, bro. You tripping. And, Pops, what they used to call Pops, was it Petey? Pops, Petey, Pops, Petey, Pop, whatever his name. I'm gonna call him Pops, right? So Pops see it from a distance. I hear him say, nephew, what's up, nephew? Man, he turned around, man, Joe T in my business, man, Joe T, but he smiled. Joe T in my business, man, for real, Joe. Pops say, man, bring him up here, Joe T. I said, man, come on, man. So we go up the stairs, right? We go up the stairs. We walk up. Pops say, man, what's going on, man? What's up? What's going on? I said, man, the man done came in there, man, done jumped on the white boy, talking about he collecting a debt from somebody, not knowing. The man just tried to sell me a knife, Pops. Like, I literally just seen him. He reached for it. He don't even know. He finna, man, see, that's what's wrong with your eyes. You don't never see. You can't see where it leak. You don't never see what's really going on because you too busy worried about yourself. I got to do this. I got to do that. You don't care nothing about what's going on around you. Then you finna put Joe T in that situation. I said, exactly. I'm already I'm standing in the cell. I don't know. He come in there, boom, next thing you know, boom, boom. I'm glad I stayed in because I was finna step out of the cell. Then they got the eye in the sky. They would have seen I was in there and look. He don't know at the time I had changed my life all the way, but I wasn't finna catch no extra charge for you. Don't put Joe T on the stand. So, dude, I asked Holler, man, y'all ain't talking about nothing, man. I gotta take care of my business, man. I gotta take care of something real quick. So he mob out. When he mob out the crib that he downstairs, he hollered at her, hey, Eyes, come here real quick. Eyes, you know what I'm saying? This how he be. Man, what's up, cuz? Cuz, I'm coming, cuz. He coming down the steps. I post up with Pop. Pop say, man, he ain't gonna learn. He ain't gonna learn till he really see. Now, I done told him, I was rapping with his homeboy the other day. He got a homeboy named T. Willie, real cool with T. Willie Vice, little right. He said, man, I was just rapping with T. Willie the other day. I told him, man, we got to quit saving him, man. He gonna have to see for himself. He said, man, no. And even when he was stealing from you, remember when he was in the cell with me, Joe T. He cocked it. He posted his leg up on the rig. You remember when he was in the cell with me, right, Joe T? How he end up in the cell with me? T. Willie come holler at me. T. Willie come holler at me and ask me, you know what I'm saying? Because my celly was already trying to move anyway. So he done got into it with his celly because he's in there stealing his celly commissary, right? So his celly started, you know what I'm saying, keeping count of everything. You know what I'm saying? And then realize his celly be going in. So they get to fighting or whatever. They get to fighting in the cell a few times about him stealing. I guess he felt like because he was cool with certain people, he could just run the dude over, right? You know what I'm saying? He asked the dude for food and then getting more than one else, buying cigarettes with the man, stuff and everything, Joe T. So T. Willie come down to the cell and ask me, well, I move him in the cell with me, right? So T. Willie go down there and intervene, you know what I'm saying? Because the little buddy, he's supposed to been on watch for the Crips or whatever, and the Crips done got involved in it. So I told him, I was like, yes, yeah. So I moved my cell, you know, we swapped him out. He was in the cell with me. I said, yeah, I remember he was in the cell with you for, man, Joe T, man, the man, it was so many times that man come in the cell and just talking off the wall, and he done this going on and that going on, stuff that ain't got no business going on with him. He finna ride with this person and ride with that person, and this person got cuz messed up, and this person got the folk messed up, man. I'm finna, cause they gonna ride with me, so I'm gonna ride with them. Joe T, I used to tell him all the time, man, you got to stay out of them folk business. So Joe T, you remember that time down there at the child, we down there at the child house. He ain't knowing the little white boy a prospect for the Aryan Nation, right? He done went through the line, put his tray down. I'm about 2, 3, 4 behind the white boy, right? He come around the line, hop over the line, Joe T. He hop over the line, boom, he stand in front of the white boy. The white boy tell him, hey, hold on, man. What you doing, man? You can't be cutting line like that. Man, he turn around on the white boy, tell the white boy, man, hey, you ain't talking about nothing. I'm finna get this second tray, man. Just chill, man. So the white boy right there, he tell, man, hey, man, you ain't gonna be cutting me in line, bro. So at that point, I'm sitting back, Joe T, and I noticed the Aryan Nation sitting at the table, a couple of them still in line, right? They look over, you know what I'm saying? They don't intervene, but I can tell they trying to see if he gonna take care of his business. So the white boy look at the Aryan Nation look at him and the Aryan Nation, they looking at each other, right? So he knowing at this point he might have some protection, he might not, but he need to go on and stand up. It's a black dude just cut you in line, little white boy. So he holler, man, you got me messed up, man. Man, what's wrong? Hey, man, watch out, man. So he grab, eyes turn around, grab, boom. At this point, the police see what's going on. So the police say, hey. So they both stop, and the white boy still like, hey, man, you ain't getting in front of me, bro. Like, you tripping, man. So at that point, the police say, man, come on, man. You just got your tray anyway, man. Come on up out the line, And when I see that, I said, man, I remember. I said, when he said, the eyes crossed back over the thing and was like, oh, so you putting the police in the business. He said, man, the white boy took it like he called in the police. So the white boy went through, boom, sit down with the Aryan Nation. I don't know what was going on, what was said or whatever. But when we get back, you know, everybody look at me like this, my nephew, right? Everybody look at him like he my nephew. Man, Big Billy pulled up on me and was like, hey, man, you know, my buddy, you know, he took that as disrespect, man. You might want to go holler at him, man, and see what's going on. I think he want a one-on-one with him, but, you know, I don't know what else is going on, but you might want to try to rectify the situation. I just wanted to kind of put you up on game, you know, because, you know, we believe what we believe and stand on what we stand, but, you know, I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up about your nephew, man, because you looked out for me, so I just wanted to kind of look out for you. Whole time, he done went to one of the brothers, but he ain't tell him, and he done the white boy done went and got a knife, like he finna stick on Eyes, right? So Eyes go holler at Eyes. He said, Pop say, I tell you to him, hey, the white boy, I think the white boy want to get a one-on-one with you. Man, I ain't finna fight dude over jumping on line, man. But if that's what he want to do, then what's up? At this point, he said, man, Joe T, the white boy, knock on the door, boom, boom, boom. Hey, homie. Eyes jump up and say, is that him at the door? Pop said, yeah, let me. So I popped the door. Pop. I was like, what's up? He said, man, tell him I need to see him, man. Man, so he get up, Joe T, talking about, man, what's up? I'm standing in the middle. I was like, man, let me finish hollering at him real quick. He said, man, tell him come over here in my cell and come holler at me when you get through hollering at him. So I closed the door or whatever, man. Joe T, we going back and forth. He talking about, man, forget dude, man. I ain't going to holler at him about jumping online on the train. I ain't finna beat it. I ain't gonna get no points for none of that. So I walk out of the cell, Joe T. I go holler at the white boy, right? I'm tapping the door. Pop, pop. Hey, let me holler at you real quick. So he let me in the cell, man, bless his cell. He got 2-3 Aryan Nations, and I was like, look, man, he really, you know, too proud to apologize and this and that. The Aryan Nation gonna tell me, well, he gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, because little bro took that as disrespect, so one way or another, you know what I'm saying, we got to go on and rectify the situation. So he tell them, man, let me talk to him. I'm a man. So they were like, all right, they step out of the cell, right? Pop say, I see he got a knife on him, so I asked him, I'm like, so they gave you a knife for cutting line? Cause somebody cut line? Pop say, I try to school the white boy at the time. Look, whatever they trying to push on you, it really ain't that serious. He don't want to fight, he don't want to fight. Cool, you can go down and try. But for them to give you a knife, if they have done whatever, he was like, man, it ain't that serious. He was like, nah, man, ain't nobody gonna disrespect me like that in the penitentiary. Pop said, so I took that ass. He was really probably finna stay. So I was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I went out of the cell. I go back down here and I tell him, man, come out the cell, man. He come out of the cell and I tell him, I said, look here, man. You say you don't want to fight the white boy. Now the white boy done went up there, I don't know what that did and gave that boy a white boy a knife. He said, gave him a knife for what? Man, I, Joe T, push me out the way and go up to the white boy cell, tap on the boom, 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 boom. Big Billy's sitting on the wall. So by the time the white boy step out of the cell, what's up? He step out of the cell. I said, I remember all that. When the white boy stepped out of the cell, Big Billy said, hey, come here, man. Come down here, man. So when he come out and say, he like, what's up? He like, man, what's up? He talking about you wanna get a knife, like you gonna stick on me or something. What's up? Joe T, he don't know the white boy got the knife on him. The white boy got the knife on him. Big Billy say, hey, come here, man. Come here right now. He said, man, let me go. And he said, man, watch out, man. So he walked back. He still talking crazy to him. Big Billy pull him in the cell. Big Billy come out of the cell. Hey, Pops, hey, come here real quick, man. Get your nephew. So we go get nephew. Boom, we go up to the cell. We go in the cell. He was like, hey, he really wants a 101. I don't want this to go no further than that. Now, I don't know what you want to do, but he took that as disrespect. Paul said, I told him, man, just apologize to the man and get this over with. He said, man, I ain't finna apologize. Big Billy's like, hey, man, listen to me, man. Like I just said, I'm not trying to let this problem go any further than what it is. Now, this man took that as disrespect, and the only thing he's asking you is to be a man and honor that you should have never cut that line. And then you had the audacity to say that he put the police in the business when the truth of the matter is you the one who put the police in the business, and because you interrupted another man's peace in that line waiting for him to get his food, and that man had to stand his ground, which caused the police to see what was going on. So if anybody caused the police to be in the business, it was you. Pop said, I looked at Big Billy like he talking to him like they all Aryan Nation. Like he talking to the black dude like he so Pop say, I don't say nothing. He say, I say, man, I don't care nothing about none of that. Big Billy said, well, do you want to get a one-on-one with him or not? Pop said, I looked at him and said, do you want to fight the dude? The white boy said, man, we got to rectify this somehow. He said, man, you know what? Man, I apologize, bro. I apologize. I should have never jumped the line. Bro, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Big Billy says, see, it's not that hard. And you're still a man. That didn't hurt none. The situation is over. Give me that knife. He handed the knife to Big Billy. Pop said, I just looked at him. Come on. We walked out of the cell. He gonna say, man, you think he was gonna stab me for real? I said, man, yeah, he was gonna stab you. The Aryan Nation probably done told me neither. He gotta take care of his business. Of course, he was gonna do what he had to do. If he trying to get in, they were gonna send him food back there, hooray, or whatever the case may be, hide the knife and everything. You finna get stabbed, you finna get stuck on just because you wanna act tougher. You know, you shouldn't have been cutting the line anyway. Man, look, man, so then Joe T, I had to put him out my cell. Well, I really had, he went on and moved out. Because he didn't want to clean up. He didn't want to clean up. He kind of got people over here smoking. And I kind of keep telling him, hey. He just taking advantage. I'm just, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then he kept doing it. At that point, man, I'm finna go and move out the cell. Man, I'm finna go and move out the cell. So he moved out of the cell. Hey, you want to move out the cell? That's cool. I don't care nothing about that. But commercial break me, please. If you haven't watched the podcast,
Hey, y'all. It's Coco with a K-N.
Joe T.
And today we are talking about helpmates and leaders. You got to listen way more than you speak when you say, okay, I'm going to allow this man to lead me.
Amen.
I'm going to allow him to lead me. And so I got to listen. And sometimes you're not going to like what he say. You're not going to like what he do. You're not going to like how he allocating the funds, because you might want some more shopping money, or he might say, y'all on the budget for this month. You might not like it.
Righteously leading. Yeah.
Righteously leading, not trying to control you. But, it makes sense, budgeting and things like that, the things that make sense. I would say knowing how to speak to a man.
I'm gonna need you to go watch the podcast. And look, check this out. As you can see, I done started doing the Bible studies. I appreciate everybody who watching the Bible study, man. Here recently I've been going through, I don't know what it is. It's just randomly. I just randomly woke up and decided to even get closer to the Most High than what I am. I don't know where He's taking me, but I trust Him. Right now I got all my social media deactivated except YouTube, spending time in the Word. Because I don't know what's going on, but I do recognize spiritual warfare. And right now, I think there's some spiritual warfare going on, and I want to make sure not only do I got oil in my lamp, but I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, my obligation and duty, because I am in debt to the Most High. I don't know how you feel. I don't know what you take serious, what you don't take serious. But I want to say this to you right now. There is something going on. And right now you need to secure where you want your soul to be. If you don't have a repentant heart, I will ask you right now to repent, turn from, get better with whatever it is that you're going through. I need you to have eyes right now. I need you to be able to see the protection that you've had over you. If it's been some small stuff and you realize that you haven't reaped a real consequence for it, I need you to see the grace and the mercy right now, because right now there is something going on. I don't know what it is. And then another thing, man, one of my partners lost his life. He was in traps. He played the character Grands. Yeah. So yeah. I don't want to get too much into that because I don't display stuff like that. I don't display stuff like that. But anyway, let me get back to the story. So, man, yeah. So I get through. So anyway, I get through talking to Pops. When I get through as I'm sitting up here talking to Pops, we see the homeboy, the crib that had called eyes over to him. You know what I'm saying? They done stepped in the cell, right? So I'm coming down the stairs. They coming out of the stairs, coming out of the cell. Eyes going back towards his stairs. I'm walking down the stairs, right? And the crib, he like, man, he do it. He said in a jokerly way. He like, hey, Joe T, stay out of my business, cuz. I said, man. I said, man, y'all won't got that man killed, man. What you got going on, cuz? He was like, man, I don't care what happened to nobody, man, that owe me some money, Joe T, man. He said, man, I'm tell you about eyes, man. He said, man, I done looked out for eyes 2-3 times, man, you know what I'm saying? I pulled up on me one time. He said, man, I pulled up on me a couple days ago, you know what I'm saying, trying to get something on front, right? Somebody, he finna flip this or whatever. Man, so I gave to him, right, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping on nobody getting any money or nothing, right? So, man, Joe T, I bumped down on him. I was like, hey, cuz, I go over to the cell, right, Joe T. I tell him, hey, cuz. He knows me, so he don't say nothing. He try to act like he sleep, right? I turn around, see his cell. I say, hey, what's the cell in there doing? He was like, man, go on in the cell. He was like, go on in there, he in there. So when the seller give me permission, Joe T, I pop the door, right? Pow. I popped the door, he raised us, huh? What's up, cuz? Dang, cuz, I was in here knocked out, cuz. What you got? Go, cuz, hey, Joe T, the man raised us like he was in there asleep, like he hear me knocking on the door. Man, I don't know nobody in the penitentiary that sleep like that, Joe T. And the door read too quick, playing with me, cuz. I grab his leg, man, get up, cuz. He raised up, man, smoke some, cuz. Man, as soon as he jumped down, Joe T, I put my phone on, I tell him, I said, hey, look at cuz, quit playing on me, cuz. Cuz, you know me, you owe me some money, cuz. I ain't come over here to smoke with you, man. What's up? Where my bread at? He was like, oh, cuz, come on, hold on, cuz, you straight? I told him, yeah, I'm straight, but you ain't. Man, come on, my money, cuz. He gonna tell me, Joe T, man, I'm gonna get that bread, man. It's just crazy right now, dang. Cuz, I just woke up, cuz, dang, cuz, you tripping like that, cuz? Man, look, I tell you what, cuz. Man, because it's kind of ugly right now, you know what I'm saying? Kind of ugly right now on the land right there and everything. But look, man, somebody owe you something, just let me know. I'll go get that for you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I need to do, you know what I'm saying? If I got to finesse the situation, you know what I'm saying? I'll double it. So just see, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping on sending no man out on no hunt, you know what I'm saying? So I tell him, everybody who owe me, right? He tell me, I'm finna go bump down on Johnny, you know what I'm saying? So just see, boom, he put his stuff on. I was like, man, hey, nah, hold on. Don't be messing with little Johnny. I tell him, man, don't be messing with little Johnny, right? Don't be messing with little Johnny. So I'm guessing whatever time or whatever, man, I guess he decided to go over and holler at little Johnny. Man, look, I told him, hey, look. So he go out. I said, man, I was in there. I swear I'm saying, Joe T, stay out my business, you know what I'm saying? If he want to die for it, let him die for it. I said, dude, what, cuz? Man, cuz, we in a penitentiary, cuz. Look, I'm going to tell you something I learned in the penitentiary, cuz. Man, for one, when we get here, a lot of us don't realize, you know what I'm saying, we still alive, you know what I'm saying? We get in here, still do what we do. And then we have to understand, even in that, the consequences that come with us still doing what we do, we got to live with that too. So Joe T, whatever would have happened in there, he gotta understand. I don't know what he in the penitentiary for, cuz. I don't care what he in the penitentiary for, cuz. I understand surviving in here in the penitentiary, cuz. But one thing he ain't gonna be playing with me. He ain't gonna be playing with mine. So whatever he feel he had to do as a man to go take care of that, and something would have happened to him, oh well, take care of your business as a man. And if that's how I go in here, Joe T, I already know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So when I seen, you know what I'm saying, I peeped the little situations coming out of the cell, right? So when you go, while you up there with Pops, and I tell him step in the cell, I ask him what's going on. Joe T, I'm gonna tell you, get what he told me, Joe T. I said, what did I ask tell you? Man, think I'm stupid, right? Think I'm slow, right? He was like, come on, keep strolling with me real quick, Joe T. He said, you got something to do? You want something? I said, nah. He said, man, Joe T, soon we get in the cell, the man holler, man, I was finna get that bread, cuz Joe T talking about, man, leave him alone. I said, he said, what? Man, Joe T, I already know what was going on. So he was like, man, the white boy was like, man, I'm gonna give it to you. He talking about Joe T like, nah, man, you ain't that white man, he don't owe you, man, he owes such. I said that? Man, cuz, I already know you were lying. What happened though, cuz? Man, listen. The white boy called me in and said, I'm talking about show me a butcher. It's a hook on it. He said, Lil Johnny got a butcher? I was like, yeah. He's like, man, they got a little, I'm talking about got a little hook. He said, I'm finna go get that. So he can go on and just, boom, just like that. I said, so he done put the butcher back on because I done told him I didn't want it. Man, he done eyes bumped down and said, cuz, he popped it up. Hey, cuz, he stepped in, boom, talking about he here on some business for somebody else. Step around me, grab the white boy. I see the white boy get to reaching under the thing. I'm like, hold on, because I was finna step out of the cell. I'm like, hold on. I tell him, come on up out of the cell. He ain't even seeing what's going on. The white boy done already said he trying to get this debt up off of him and this and that. Man, you know how. Man, cuz said, man, I know he was lying, Joe T. He just keep on trying to slide through the crack, you know what I'm saying? That's what Eyes be doing, you know what I'm saying? Since he been in the penitentiary, he been stealing, and you know what happened down there with cutting the land? I said, yeah, Pop was just telling me about it. That's why Pop put him out of the cell. Pop said he ain't even put him out of the cell. He said he moved out of the cell because he ain't want to clean up. And then Unc always looking out for him. And then his homeboy, he always, you know what I'm saying, his homeboy, what's his name? T. Willie over across, I always looking out for him, man. I said, man, I already know he was telling me about that too. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, yeah, man, he always into something, man. He said when he ain't got nobody here for him, then he gonna see the consequence he should have been getting is gonna hit him, and then he gonna be sitting up, he gonna be looking silly. Couple days go by. Now before that, I go holler at Eyes. Hey, Eyes, man, what's up, Joe T? I said, man, come here real quick. He come outside. Man, we standing. I said, man, why you tell him that for? Man, Joe T, man, he trying to put some pressure on me, man. I ain't going for none of it, man. I said, you keep on talking about what you ain't going for. I said, let me explain something to you, Eyes. I said, from talking to Pops, I said, I ain't even talked to your homeboy T. Willie, but I know T. Willie done saved you around. Man, nobody saved me from nothing. I said, man, this is what you got to understand, bro. I said, man, you creating your own problems, bro. You creating your own problems. I said, it ain't doing them getting bigger and bigger. It's like you coming down the hill on an avalanche. You're just collecting. It's going to fold into something big, and then you running over people as you going. You ain't seeing what going. Bro, what you going to do when it's time? Man, I'm doing time, Joe T. I'm doing time how I gotta do time. Everybody doing their time how they do time. Right now, I'm doing time how I do time. I said, you run right here for next time, everybody who's trying to look out for you, though. Man, what you saying, Joe T? I said, for one, don't be lying on me. I said, I think he went down there and got that debt from Johnny. He went down there and got that money. I said, nah, he probably went down and got that butcher that he was finna stick you with. So now I got to pay. Yeah. That's what you can't holler at me about, Joe T. I said, man, I came here to tell you, man, you need to quit playing, man. Go on, take care of your business. All right, then, Joe T. Boom, he gone back in the cell. Couple days go by. We chilling in the park. Same white boy. Eyes staring a hole in Lil Johnny. He's staring a hole in Lil Johnny from a distance. Johnny holler, hey, man, what's up, man? Everybody get to looking like, what's going on? Eyes hollering, what you mean, what's up? Boom, he called it out the air. Had to be you. Everybody turn around, hey, man, what's up, man? What you got going on with Lil Johnny? Lil Johnny say, man, it keeps on staring at me, man. Hey, Man, if you won't get them up with me, man, hey, it is what it is, bro. I don't owe nobody. I don't owe nobody nothing, man. You gonna come to my cell a couple of days. Hey, man, hey, quit staring at me, bro. Please quit staring at me. Eyes holler. Man, ain't nobody staring at you. Then why'd you catch it out the air? Everybody holler. Man, the white boy just said, man, if you want to see him, man, you can see him, man. What's up? At the T. Willie coming through from across the highway. White boy holler. Man, get your friend T. Willie, man. He coming over to holler at John. He was like, man, what's up? Ass holler. Man, he ain't talking about nothing. He said, man, hold on, man. He going to Johnny and T. Willie going to see him. Ass walk over and he pulling on the door. Finally, they let him in, right? They come back out of the cell. T. Willie drilling. Man, you boom, 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 boom. He was like, man, I got to go to court in a few days. I got to go to court. I guarantee by the time I go to court, come back, you're going to end up in some kind of situation, whatever. And I ain't going to be here to protect you and everybody else in here. Man, y'all quit looking out for him, man. He need to see for himself. Man, a hard head maker. He said, man, you run around here like life owe you a favor, like life owe you favors, man. And then when life choose to cash in on you, then you're going to be sitting and looking silly. Life been giving you chance. Man, quit playing with people around here, man. Man, ain't nobody playing, man. I ain't finna let nobody play with me, though. I wasn't even looking at him. He was looking at me. He wouldn't know if I was looking at him if he wasn't looking at me. He said, man, you know what? Man, I ain't even worried about it. Because we not only do T. Willie go to court, Pop's aunt had to go to special needs for whatever procedure he had, which is like a penitentiary, like a hospital for a penitentiary. They leave around the same time. Eyes around here still doing the same stuff. Listen to me. The Crips jumping. I'm talking about beat the brakes off of him, then stripped him down to his boxers and drug him out in the pod and threw his clothes out. And man, quit playing, cuz you keep doing all that playing around. Ain't nobody finna keep playing around here. He get up, he grabbing his clothes. I'm sitting on the top rail. I'm just looking at him. He get his clothes. He still talking about, man, y'all got me messed up, cuz y'all got me. Cuz and them telling, hey, say that one more time, cuz we're going to take it as a threat. You can go on to the cat, cuz. Man, y'all got that? He walk past Lil Johnny. He don't say nothing about Lil Johnny. He say nothing to Lil Johnny. He go in the cell. When he go in the cell, he get himself together. Ain't nobody really seeing him for 2-3 days. He go in the child, he quiet, all this. I'm walking one day. I say, man, what's up? You straight eye? Man, what you think? Yeah, I'm straight. Why everybody keep asking me, am I straight? I said, see, that's your problem right there. Now your pride got you. I said, now you feeling shame. I ain't ashamed. I ain't ashamed. You see they had to jump me. I said, that ain't even what it's about. What it's about, D and Joe T. I said, what it's about is, commercial break me, please, because my Bible study, this is what it's about to be about. A lot of times, the Most High hand be so evident in our life. Sometimes we can see so clear, and at the same time, we still refuse to see. One thing about the Messiah is he fulfills so many different prophecies right in front of people who had eyes, but for some reason they still refused to see the grace when he was doing the miracles. People still refuse to see that he was the Messiah. It's so many people right now who know for a fact there's a certain level of grace and mercy that you've had. There's certain things that just have come to pass. There's certain things that just worked out in ways you can't explain. There's certain illnesses that just disappeared. It's certain mindsets that just shifted all of a sudden. It's certain people who got exposed, friendships and relationships. It's certain things that he's made so evident right before you, and still you choose to have. Not only do you have little faith, but you still have so much disbelief. I can understand having some doubt, but to completely disbelieve when there's evidence over and over of his hand being on your life, eyes could not see. You couldn't even see all of these people who done protected you all this time. And it continued to work out. You never credit it to him. You credit it to man. But see, what most people don't realize is sometimes the Most High will step back. You know what? You want to take your inheritance and go on out into the world like the prodigal son, because that's what you acting like. You don't want to sit over here and let life be life to an extent, but not to the point where you don't have no protection at all. So when Pops go to the hospital and little bro go to court, what you see is you don't have the protection no more. And sometimes that's what happens when something major finally happens. You lose somebody that you love, and I ain't talking about a death. Somebody decided to walk away from you and wash your hands, and then you looking up and you realizing how beneficial that was to your life. How much that person was really there, whether it was advice or whether it was something you needed financial, or was it presenting opportunities, whatever the case may be. You don't realize that there's been certain people who have been put in your life who has been a hinge of protection for you, and you don't even realize it. You got a go-to person when certain things pop off, but you constantly keep doing it over and over to the point where people choose to wash their hands, and now you sitting and you ain't got no protection from the enemy. And the enemy come in like the Crips, and them folks beat you and strip you and put you out in front of everybody to show you shame. And everybody did sit back and hit you with the "I told you so." The Most High, when Yeshua walked the earth, who we know as Jesus Christ, when he walked the earth, he did so much. It was so evident. It was so evident. And when it was time for them to cast their vote, them folks choose to free a murderer instead of seeing who was for them the entire time. Now, let go of Barabbas. We're gonna crucify the king. Them folks went to crucify the king, and it was some evidence over time when they started realizing that's the one. That's the one, especially when they pierced him in his side and the blood came out and got on him. The blood was so pure, he realized, oh, I just made a mistake. Sometimes things have been so evident in your life. People have been so evident in your life. And then finally something happens to where it was removed, or it was exposed. And now you see, ooh, I made a mistake. He was doing that the whole time. He was here the whole time. It was evident the whole time. And I kept abusing the grace. I kept abusing the mercy. I kept taking advantage. I kept manipulating people. And then all of a sudden,